Hello, human-shaped friends. Join me for a lot of tape pulling. That's what the vast majority of this video is. If you do not like tape pulling or peeling, then fast forward to the end of the video and you'll get to see the final painting. This is one of my large glitch paintings, and all of the other videos that I took so I could share it with you lovely internet people were too dark to be usable, because if you've ever watched one of my videos before, you know I live in a hole and lighting is a genuine problem. But these turned out just fine. So, yeah, this is a fairly large painting. Not so big it cannot fit in a standard four-door car, because that's how I have to transport it to have it be seen by other people, but large enough that I couldn't just attach my very silly little phone holder to make a time-lapse video. Luckily, I happen to find tape pulling to be very relaxing when it works out cleanly, which not all of these do. Human error is a thing, and this heat has been no joke. Why am I bringing up this awful summer heat? Well, because it affects all sorts of things. It affects the adhesive on the tape, and it affects me. I loved making this painting. I love doing my large glitch paintings, but my chronic pain / illness really flares up in this kind of heat. So there were a lot of days when I couldn't work on it, and I hated that. I hated that I wasn't able to do something I genuinely wanted to do because I couldn't hold a paintbrush. Luckily, and I do genuinely mean luckily, my eldest sibling a few years back gave me their window AC units because they didn't need them anymore. They got a home with central air, and it is the only reason I am surviving this summer. It has been too warm. I had to turn the AC off for a little bit while painting because it was doing weird things with my acrylic paint, because cold air and hot air affect things differently, and weird warm air, that's neither of them, also does weird things to my paint. I wound up just having to adjust what I was doing so that way I wasn't getting mad at inanimate goo, also known as acrylic paint, which worked out. This particular piece is based off of my morning ritual. Some people might call it a habit, but I don't have those. And I do consider every step of it with intention. I drink tea every morning, not just because I have a death allergy to coffee, but also because the practice of making tea and serving tea is special. So this is my tea. Not my tea. Ironically, this is actually my partner's tea. They adore teacups, and they let me use, they're very fancy. I say let me use, but they were very enthusiastic when I was like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this painting. They were like, can you use mine? Can you use this? Oh, we could do this. Oh, this one will be shiny. This one will be pretty. These ones will match. It was adorable. Their enthusiasm is always adorable. At this point, if you're still here, you've seen snippets of the painting as that tape goes by. Painting porcelain is something that is time consuming, and a porcelain cup or plate or sugar holder or creamer, I think it's creamer. I wanted to say creamsicle, but that is an ice cream. I'm very warm. You can see where my brain's at. But painting any of those, it requires patience and a lot of layers and being kind to yourself, which can be very difficult for me. the ugly phase of a glitch painting is intense because each strip is its own miniature painting. So every time you finish one, you have to start over. My non-interferenced paintings can be a lot kinder to my mind solely because when I have finished an area, it is truly done. But on these larger scale ones, that's not quite the case. Fun fact, the T label that I show off quite proudly, I invented because it was blank and I wanted it to have something, so I created a pomegranate teapot in my brain, and I think it looks special. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this tape peeling excursion. And I hope you enjoyed My Boiled Brew. That's what I decided to name the piece. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments below. And until next time.